This video is brought to you by Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly subscription box for guys who give a damn. Each box is packed with high-quality gear and useful advice to help step up your life. The contents of each box ranges from tools and drinks to gear for style and travel, like this deploy box, which comes with a keychain peanut lighter, a grappling hook, Uncle Bill's silver grippers, and a host of other keychain tools. When you sign up, you'll take a quiz that helps teach Bespoke your interests, and at the beginning of each month, you'll get to see what's in your box before it ships. If you don't like it, you can choose from other boxes available, skip that month, or return or exchange it hassle-free. And you can even add on other items from their store to ship with your box. For members, each box will cost $45 with free shipping, $55 for non-members, and has a total value of at least $70, often much more. If you want to see what it's all about, join the club using the link in the description and use coupon code BEST20 to get 20% off your first box. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Taylor Martin, and it's time for another episode of the best Damn EDC. It's so hard to say. I still want to say the EDC Weekly. It's going to be a very long time before that feels natural to say. But last week I did a new format, and I said that this week was going to go back to the old format, and the truth be told, I said that because while I was shooting that video, it felt like it wasn't going too well. It felt like it was just awkward and different, and then when I was going through and editing it, it actually felt fun. I enjoyed editing that video and making that video last week, and I couldn't wait actually to get in here and make it again this week. So rather than doing that old format, I'm going to do the new one, because I got really tired of the old format. That's what happened. It became a slog. I used the same format for years, and it was just the same thing over and over and over. And doing that show last week was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I truly did. So we're doing it again this week with the new format, but there's a twist. Instead of me going through thousands of submissions, I actually asked the Discord moderators to go and pick their favorite. So this is still the first time me seeing these posts. I have actually stayed out of the EDC Photos channel, except for when I posted in there, and we have a new channel in the Discord, and it's EDC Memes, and I have not looked in there. I've tried my best not to look in there at all. It's been very difficult, but we're going to go through both of those. So we're going to go through the mods picks and some of those memes. So with that said, let's do the damn thing. I also realized that I still have one of these, which is a TPT. I was supposed to give this away like a year ago, and I guess it just got buried in a drawer. But I'm going to give this away. If you want to know how to win a TPT, just watch the video. Somewhere in the video, I'm going to tell you how to enter to win one of these TPTs from Big Idea Design. So as you can see here, there are a ton of links. So I'm not in the EDC Photos channel, but these are all links that the moderators from the Discord server have curated for me, and I've not looked at any of them. So I'm going to go through these for the very first time and see what they chose. So the first one is actually from Oak City Leather Supply. I actually know that this guy is semi-local to me. He's a leather worker in the Discord. He's new to the Discord, but he is semi-local. He sent me some stuff. It's at home. I haven't really had a chance to check it out yet. This is his carry. He has one of his own little key organizers. So that's actually kind of like an orbit key, but it's got that little clip on the top too. So you can clip that straight to your belt loop or to your other keys or whatever. So it's actually a nice little setup. He has his own black leather wallet here and a Boker Kwaiken. And then there's a second take on this photo here with the stuff opened up so you can kind of see it a little better. He's got his cards out of the wallet, but you can see the key organizer right there. That's really neat. I love the way that these colors work together too. Go follow him. You can buy his stuff from him in the Discord or follow him on Instagram, but that is Oak City Leather Supply. So I'm hoping that there's some variety in here. This guy was actually featured last week. He was actually in the video twice last week. Everyday Carry Buffalo, he pointed that out to me. I didn't even realize it, but that's one of the things that I'm hoping the mods choosing or you guys choosing in the next episode gives it more variety, because people complain that I choose all the really expensive, very nice composed photos, and that's just kind of how it goes. It's just kind of a natural thing. So if you guys want to see a change in that and see different features, you guys are going to have an opportunity to choose what is featured. We have pretty much the same stuff in this photo as last week, some different things, but we have a Chris Reeve large Sebenza 31 with micarta inlay. We have a copper tie scribe from Urban Survival Gear. We have Titty Cutlery, that is the Javi Garcia Recover GEC number 15, and then the light is a TNC Triple Turbo 18350 Dragon in copper. So really cool stuff here. That is probably an expensive flashlight, if I were to guess. This one is from J-Man STK. He has a Das Vanamer Topsider Quick Draw, as well as a Tissot Heritage Visodate, I guess. A Chris Reeve Sebenza Small 21 with an inlay. Looks like some sort of wood inlay. Cocobolo maybe, ebony, I'm not sure what that is. He also has an LE Mandalorian aluminum micarta key bar, as well as a bronze tactile turn mini and a Swiss Army Classic SD with brass scales. That's a pretty sick themed carry, I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. This is the way he was actually featured last week as well, because I remember that key bar. I don't know anything about Mandalorian, but somebody pointed that out. Another thing that I had noticed last week, or you guys pointed out to me last week, is that the tactile turns are just everywhere. Will is crushing it. He makes awesome pins. All right, so this is one of the last ones from Poker. This is Moonman, or Joshua Schofield. He has always some pretty fancy carries. There's no description here, but I know some of these things. Let's see. I know his watch is a Baltic Aquascape. That is a DC1 flashlight from Okluma. This is one of those Timascus coins from the guy in the Discord server. I still can't remember his username from the server. He has a Grimsmo Saga pin as well as a Maverick Customs pry bar, which looks like it's in some sort of Damascus, maybe Timascus, I'm not exactly sure. There's a handkerchief underneath, don't know the maker, and then that knife, I should know that knife. NCC, I don't know the knife. Great photo. The hand dumps are actually kind of tough to pull off. But this just goes to show you that I've seen a lot of these people's carries so much that I know who it is just by looking at the photo. Those are some pics from Poker. We got some pics from Brazenhead now, and this is from Sir Knight. So in this photo, did he have a description? He does not have a description. We have a firearm, an HK VP9. He also has a Leatherman Signal in the Topo design. He has an Olight Baton Pro in the Desert Tan version, as well as a Zerafeud ZFP2 pry bar. The custom ruck that I did for carry commission with the Topo bronze finish, that looks like a nomadic wallet underneath those two things. He has an HK knife, which I'm not exactly sure which model that is, as well as a BWSAK in copper. Looks like probably a 2-layer, so maybe a Pioneer. Really cool stuff, man. You guys ask about firearms, you can go into the server and look through EDC photos and see for yourself that just, I don't get a lot of firearm submissions. People think that I'm like straying away from them or something, but they're just not, they're not here. I didn't do that. I didn't say don't put your firearms in there, but I mean, I've seen that one that was just selected, and you can just keep scrolling. There's some every so often, but I mean, they're pretty rare, to be completely honest, and that's not my doing. I didn't say don't include your firearm. I've included them over the years, but they're just knives and flashlights and wallets and pens. Here's a nice brass carry. This one comes from Crypt. He has a Spyderco Para 3 with Flytanium brass scales, as well as a Prometheus Beta QRV2 in brass with a Timascus clip, a Fellhoelter Tiny Bolt pen, and brass with swirl, and a Zero Foxtrot Fortune Teller brass challenge coin. And there's also, it looks like some sort of brass octopus bead or kraken bead on the Para 3. That's really cool. So actually last week, it was just last week, I said that I'd never tried a Para 3. I did. I got one literally right before the episode went live. So by the time that you were seeing that, I had already bought one. It came in the mail, I think, on Monday. I stand by what I thought before I bought a Para 3. So I bought a Para 3 lightweight, and it's just a little small. Just a little small. I like the PM2 just a little more because it fits my hand a little better, but it's a good knife. I got the lightweight, so it's extra lightweight. And I think if I had to choose between a Para 3 lightweight and a bug out, a lot of people called me out for calling it a bug out killer, but I'd probably go Para 3 lightweight. Probably would. Just saying, it's a really great knife. Ergos are a little better, and I honestly prefer a compression lock to an axis lock. Just think it's gonna last a little longer than an axis lock. There you go. If you're into brass, this right here is goals. All right, next up we have a submission from Big Daddy Kane. In this photo, he has a 1980s Hamilton khaki on a Haviston canvas strap. His lighter is a Douglas Field L model in brass. The pen is a Kaweko Liliput in copper with a copper body, brass grip, bronze clip, and a gold-plated nib. The knife is a LionSteel round head with a custom wood scale. Chain is an unknown brand, and my dad gave it to me years ago. Wallet is a Belroy note sleeve, older model. The pouch on the bottom I made myself, and the pouch on the upper left came with the knife. This is like an old school classy carry. That is actually very classy looking. You've got an old school Hamilton khaki. I've never tried a LionSteel knife, but I've always loved their slip joints. I just love the designs. I like that they have a tool where you can actually go on their website and customize the slip joint you want. You can choose the bolsters, you can choose the scales, you You choose the blade shape, so you can kind of build your own knife. I think they all come with the same blade steels, but it's a really cool concept, and I wish more knife manufacturers would allow you to do that, because like I think I've explained it before in the past, there are a lot of knives that I like. They come out with one version, they come out with another, and I like things from one, I like things from the other, but you can never manage to switch those things out unless you buy them both, swap those, and then sell the one that you've mixed and matched with all the undesirable parts for less than probably what it's worth. So it's never fun to do that. I mean, that's an option, but you void warranties, and it's just a mess. So I would love to see more makers or manufacturers or knife makers allow you to pick and choose what you want in a knife. I think LionSteel is ahead of the curve there. You've got Benchmade that does it as well. I think Gerber has finally rolled out something sort of in that vein, but anyway, cool carry. I like this stuff. A lot of brass here. Brazen Head is a brass guy too. So next up is a pic from Joe. This is Leaf_Life18. In this photo, there's a big Idea Design Ti Pocket Pro, as well as a Berg Blade Slim with a black Timascus backspacer and pocket clip. The flashlight underneath that is a ReyLight Dawn triple LED with Nichia 4000K LEDs. And then underneath everything is a purple hank. He says, I've been meaning to get some nice hanks. It's nice to see a little pop of color there. I like that purple hank, or bandana, really. Berg Blades. As somebody, if you've not checked out his stuff, he makes some really good stuff. In fact, I'm carrying a Berg Blades Pup today. One of my favorite knives in my collection, to be completely honest. It was a sleeper. When this knife came in, I didn't actually like it. I thought it was a little small. The ergos felt weird. But the more I used it and the more I carried it, the more I loved this knife. There's just something about it. It's like it's a really good size. Even though it's small, it's a really good size. It fits my hand well. It's a really good size for different grips. And I just really like this knife. And I also opted for those black Timascus accents. I got a black Timascus clip, backspacer, and zirconium collars, pivot collars. So really cool stuff. If you haven't checked out Berg Blades, he does really awesome work. These are made, this one, like the Berg Slim and the Pup and the Iron Wolf, they're all manufactured by Weave, but he does customs as well. I've owned all three, love them all. Really great stuff. And ReyLight, they're making really great lights for the price. I mean, they're kind of expensive. They're more expensive than your O lights, especially when you get into these titanium versions. But I have a ReyLight LAN at home, and it's actually a really quality light for the price. I would recommend it over a lot of the O lights that I've suggested or reviewed or had on this channel. ReyLight is making some really good moves. So cool carry, and that Ti Pocket Pro is still one of my top pens ever. All right, the next pick from Joe is V._EDC. That is, he challenged Zach and I when I was on the WoW earlier this month with Zach. He challenged us to say his name, and I cannot remember it. So in this photo, in the top left, there's a word notebook, and underneath that is a Honey Badger Arsenal bolt action pen, as well as a Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket Pro. Next to that is a Mech Army flashlight. He also has some titanium tweezers and a Swiss Army knife tinker with the remade knives scales. And also attached to that is a clip and carry clip. I thought it was a Swiss clip. I don't know. He has a Monchard Sky Toucher GMT watch, a Short Straps Company leather band. He also has a Kizer Feist as his knife choice. He has some Musk and Hustle over there to the right, and then Evergreen Hanks. I imagine that's in the bottom of the photo. Oh, there it is. Voislav, that's his name. But anyway, really cool photo. I love how moody this is. This reminds me of something I would take as a photo. Very dark, moody, contrasty. I just love photos like that. If you go further back into the grid on my Instagram account, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. But the more recent you get, it just keeps getting darker and darker. I'm trying to add a little more light into it, but I don't know. It's like every time I edit a photo, it just keeps getting darker and darker. I don't know why. I try to pretend like I know what I'm doing, but I really truly don't. So this one comes from Genji Craig. In this photo, we have Docile Phantom Air Topsider. I don't know if that's a quick draw, but it is a Topsider gun deck wallet. He has the Refyne EP1 pen, which I talked about in my $250 budget video, as well as a Rovivon Aurora A1. He has the Kershaw. There is a name for this Kershaw knife, but I cannot remember it. I always want to call that like a Natrix XL, but it's not a Natrix. It looks like a Natrix. I can't remember. He also has a Swiss Army knife in Alox that looks like probably, it's not a Cadet, right? That could be a Cadet. It's either a Cadet or a Pioneer. I would imagine a Cadet, because black Cadets are much easier to find. And then it looks like maybe a classic SD that's not thick enough to be a MiniChamp. He has an art company organizer of some sort underneath that, and then underneath everything is a Hank. And there's so many Hank makers now, I have no clue who's who. Yes, before you ask, the Topo Mighty Hanks, the Mighty Minis and Topo are coming back. I promise. We're We're coming back in the orange thread. There's also going to be a change. We're going to do a different run of those. Anyway, I respect your skills here more than anything because that hand dump is really wide. I struggle with hand dumps. I got like short, stubby fingers, so it's really tough for me to get like my camera and hold everything so it's straight and not reflecting light. It's tough. Hand dumps are much more difficult than you might think. And that one's got a lot of stuff in it. Ooh. This carry has a piece of gear that I want in it, something that I've been looking at for a long time. So I see a Spyderco Shaman in the back. He has a Seiko watch, not sure which one. Alpinist, looks like a tie scribe from Urban Survival Gear in the left, and then he has a copper Beta QR from Prometheus lights. But in the center of the photo is the Quiet Carry Drift. This is just a sweet looking knife. There's the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt, which is a brand new small indie knife maker, and he's doing amazing things. He's doing really, really good work. And then there's the Quiet Carry Drift, and they look so similar. They are different knives. They were designed separately. Nobody's copying anybody. It's just an example of very simple, modern, minimalist knife design, and it's, you know, great ergos, and they both nailed it and got very similar knives. They're different. I'm not claiming anybody copied anybody. The Oz came out first, but I'm not saying Quiet Carry copied anything. I'm just saying they both came out with some really nice knives. If you want an Oz Machine Company Roosevelt and you can't get one, the Quiet Carry Drift is a really good alternative, and it's in Van Eyck steel. It's very similar to H1 steel. I don't want to say that. I'm not a metallurgist. I don't understand all the super steels and everything, but Van Eyck steel is a very high corrosion resistant steel, and this one is part of their, I think, salt series, I guess is what they call it, but it's more for like using around water and salt water specifically. That's why it's called the Drift. But this is such a sweet looking knife, and I'd like to have one. So, and I'd also like to have a Roosevelt, but that's another story for another day. His books are whew, like 8 months behind, 9 months, I don't know. Last time I talked to him, he was pretty backed up, but really cool carry. I like what you're doing here. Ooh, Everyday Carry Buffalo. Look, you're in here again. I can't give you too much screen time. You're just crushing everybody. He's got a titanium scaled bench-made propper with a sheep foot blade, which has been modified because it's acid etched. He has another Chris Reeve Sebenza that looks like a small Sebenza and micarta inlays, a Tudor of some sort. I'm not familiar with many Tudor models. I'm not a huge Tudor fan. That's twice in this video too. I'm not in charge of this, people. Don't hate on me. I'm gonna get so much hate in the comments, but this is not me. I didn't choose these. It's not gonna matter, is it? I'm still gonna get the hate. Oh, we went back to that one too. Another duplicate. Okay. All right, here's one from Special V. So Special V is a big watch guy in the server. He chose this one, which we've already talked about, which has that really nice Tissot in it. Here's another one from Special V. Dupes. Here's another carry. This one's from Ultiman. He has a LionSteel round head and rare Bocoat wood covers. So this is something that I was talking about with LionSteel. They've got this builder that you can use. So this is a spear point blade with just your plain blasted TI bolsters and these really nice wood scales. He has a Breitling watch, which he just seemed to gloss over, you know. No biggie, just talking about the knife here, I guess. An I1R EOS, I don't know if that's a 2 or whatever. Looks like is that a leather hank underneath? I don't know what that is. It looks like folded leather underneath. And then he does have a handkerchief from Beard & Co. And a Lego man, a hiking, backpacking Lego man. All right, and that's why Special V picked it. Special V's a big watch guy, so those 3 picks were all like nice watches. Right, here's one from Dickie. In this carry, this is from Gingy Craig again. You guys are like hogging all the action. We're gonna skip that. Here's another one. All right, this guy was also featured last week. Renee Termere. Struggled with the name last week too. All right, let's go to the next one from Dickie. Oh, Dickie nominated himself. Cool. Thanks, Dickie. Of course, he didn't include a description either. Thanks, Dickie. So we have a Glock 19 Gen 5, as well as a Trevolambo minimalist wallet with that faux carbon fiber. I know he uses a 4.7's Preon P2. He's used that. He loves that flashlight. He has a Spyderco Para 3? Para 3? That's got to be a Para 3. That's not a PM2. That angle's really tough. It's hard to tell if it's a PM2 or PM3, or Para 3. Sorry. And then he has a Atlas Creation handkerchief. That's from Rue in the Discord server. I would say cool carry, but you nominated yourself, dude. Okay, here's the pocket dump from Omen. Pocket dump. Oh wait, I'm at home. Nice foot. I actually forgot to mention how to win the TPT. So all you have to do, it's really simple. Just go into the comments down below and tell me which EDC brand, knife company, pen maker, whatever it may be that I haven't talked about on the channel. Maybe it's a bag or something like that. Tell me what brand you'd like to see on the channel in the comments down below. All right, let's go into this dangerous world of EDC memes. I asked you guys to start adding memes to this channel, and I did my best to not look in here. I saw the first one, I think this one here. Watch Geek posted it. The face you make when people call you Rambo when you take out your EDC knife. Yes, the feels, man. Yes. Oh God, I hate that. Like when I take out a knife and it's not a scary knife and I just flick it, people are like, oh, it's so annoying. Like just because it opens fast doesn't mean anything. Yes, if gas station knives were a person. I've seen this meme a lot, but it's so true. It's so true. Boss, you got a knife on you? Indiana Jones. There's actually a video from one of my favorite creators here on the platform on YouTube. It's from Gus Johnson, and it's Every Knife Owner or something like that. And I'll link it. It's hilarious. It's one of my favorite skits that he's done. It's so perfect. I love my expensive knives, but they're too nice for everyday carry. I had somebody in the comments actually ask me recently. They got a Shirogorov, and they're like, it's too nice to carry. Should I just keep it in my safe within my collection, or should I use it? No safe queens. Hashtag no safe queens. Use your knives. Use your shit. No safe queens. This one is definitely me. Danny Trejo from Machete. Do you have a knife? Me. Yes, I'm like, well, I got this one, or actually, no, use this one because it's, you know, a little safer to use for real. That's probably everybody in the server, to be honest. List of things all the knife community collectively agrees on 100% of the time. Nothing. I'm sorry for you UK bros. It's so true how England sees knives these days. There's actually, I don't know what it was from, but I saw it on Facebook the first time. There was this long, like, documentary, like 40-50 minute documentary on illegal knives in the UK. This woman was talking about, I think it was a ballad song and a switchblade. She's like, you push the button and it just flies open, and she's just so taken aback by knives that open. Yeah, it's great. It's great. She is terrified that just the fact that knives exist. What does she do to cut her food in her kitchen? I don't know. No clue. That's great. I've never seen that. It's great. How to eat a popsicle in a room full of knife guys. So true. Oh my God. But what do you do when you get to the popsicle stick? You gotta cut around it. That's annoying. That's funny. Go add memes. If you got funny memes, add them there. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button down below, and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. If you want to support what I'm doing here, you can click the links in the description down below. Those are affiliate links. That just gives me a little bit of a kickback if you purchase anything using those links. Some of them, not all of them. And there's also patreon.com/bestdamnedc where you can support me there, or carry commission, carry.best. Spoiler alert, I've got some really cool stuff coming to carry commission very soon. You guys are going to like it. It's been a long time. I've been working on some stuff. I've been getting stuff ready. I've been waiting on some things. Mark my words, you guys are going to love it. So go there. That's carrycommission.com or carry.best. Be sure to follow us around the web. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at bestdamnedc. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at CasperTech. There's also now a Facebook group and a Discord server. Those will be linked down below. You can request to join those. But with that said, and until next time, carry on.